Together with you guys here, we stand united in our commitment to make a difference. As we enjoy the night, let us remember the purpose of our gathering, to spread hope and to fund vital research. With that, we'd like to welcome Stefani Healey, mother of Brooke and co-president of the Brooke Healey Foundation, to the stage.
Good evening. I am Stefani Healey, Brooke's mom. Brooke was amazing. The best 5-year-old girl. She was so smart, loving, funny. She would say things with such certainty. She could be serious, very serious, but also the silliest. She was beautiful, just like her sister Bryn. She was a little stubborn, just like her brother Seamus. And although she was 15 months younger than Ashton, she was like his twin and best friend. She was the boss of him, and I know she still would be, but he loved that, and I know he would love that now too. Oh, wait. When Brooke was 4.5, she suddenly had symptoms. From there, it spiraled. She was diagnosed with DIPG, a fatal brain tumor. She didn't get any relief from it from that day until she died 8 months later. It was a horrible disease, and it was a horrible time for our family. During that 8 months, we had family and friends start what would become the Brooke Healey Foundation. It was done to support us, and I don't think they realized what it would become. We never stopped that momentum. For the past 12 years, the Brooke Healey Foundation has grown every single one of those years, and I'm going to let you know in a moment how specifically and significantly we have helped. But I want to let you know something else first. This year my family had and is still having a little setback. My husband Steve was rushed to the emergency room on December 19th. He had a life-threatening infection which caused havoc on his body. He was in the hospital for almost 2 months. His kidney failed and he was on dialysis. He's lost about 60 pounds and it's been a tough road. Our children couldn't see him during that time. We missed Christmas and New Year's as a family, and our daily lives have been turned upside down. But my point tonight is something specific about that. You'd think, well, the foundation's going to be put on hold. We can't have casino night. That thought never crossed my mind, not once. I've known this for a while. It wasn't something that I needed to learn. I wasn't worried about the foundation. I wasn't worried about casino night. I wasn't worried about the contributions or donations that we'd have to continue to make to help research and families. I never thought, I wonder if they can step up and get this done. I never knew, without a doubt, our board and committee leads would continue to do their thing. I'd even argue that Steve and I would get in their way sometimes. We aren't a foundation run by 2 parents. We're a foundation that has carefully set up an infrastructure with people who are fulfilling their roles to be successful. These roles are filled by wonderful people who are competent, caring, and dedicated. And for me, that's the biggest win of this foundation, and I'm beyond grateful and proud. Now, there's Lucas, a boy from Belgium. His tumor, a DIPG, has disappeared. There's no evidence of disease, and it's a goddamn miracle. There's also a couple dozen children and young adults with DIPG who have been documented as symptom-free from their treatments as well. This in itself is amazing enough. But here tonight, I want to share with you how we, the Brooke Healey Foundation, have been instrumental in these cases. The DIPG registry that we fund is tracking these cases. tracking the patterns and information involved in all cases. This is essential to a cure and to improvements made. There was no registry before, and now there is. We chose to create and fund the International DIPG Registry after careful consideration, and it's been an amazing investment. During many appeals, we have used that as a reason for asking for donations. Also, through the collaborative, we have directly supported the work of the 2 doctors involved in the boy in Belgium, Lucas. Doctors Gill and Ziegler, we have literally met with them face to face, and we have contributed funds to their specific research. And there's more. Evermilus is the compound used in Lucas's case. This is the treatment that has led Lucas to have no evidence of disease. This is the compound that we have been supporting since 2015. Through the DIPG Collaborative, we have funded trials with this compound. I've heard people say, if we can only help 1 child, it's worth it. Well, we have helped 1 child, and we've helped more than 1 child. There are currently about 12 children with no evidence of disease that we are currently working with through the collaborative. It's been worth it, but we still aren't close to done. We've grown to have a foundation that can run without Steve or I, and to funding research that's shown real results. Back to our story. Brooke would have been the best sister to Ashton, Bryn, and Seamus. She would have been a wonderful friend and daughter. Part of me is so mad that she is not turning 16 this year and doing all the things she should have. Part of me is so sad that Steve and all of us have to miss her every day. And yet she's still with us, although not in the way I want, not at all. Another part of me, a much bigger part of me, knows something else, that what has grown out of this tragedy is amazing. Please don't take that for granted. As you attend tonight and donate to these efforts, let it be done with intention in your heart that spills out to everything and everyone around you. Thank you.